Welcome in, everybody. It's a little after 2 o'clock. It's a Friday. It's the Bullpen. I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. We're live here at Toyota Field in Madison, where we will get underway Game 4 of a 6-game series here at Toyota Field. The Trash Pandas showing a little sign of life last night against the Tennessee Smokies, taking that one after a come-from-behind victory. Quite a bit to talk about. I'm trying to organize all my thoughts here because I definitely want to get into that. I want to get into the effort we've seen so far this entire homestand, even though we have lost 2 games. A lot of the home run robberies that we've had here. We've had a lot of great effort here at Toyota Field. We've seen some familiar faces this season. One this season and one in seasons past are no longer here. They're actually down the road. The Trash Pandas will play them on the road next weekend and then next week, and then turn around and play them at home here in the next homestand or at the end of the month. So quite a bit going on. There's some stuff going on the major league level. Shohei's not going anywhere, and he's like the greatest player ever.
He's not even a human, I don't think.
After yesterday. So there's so much to talk about. And I just wanted to start it with what we've been able to do here at Toyota Field, the effort that the players have put out. Again, they lost 8-4 on Tuesday, even bigger loss there on Wednesday. Fight back last night. They're down 3-0 again. First inning, they go down 3-0. I try to avoid the big inning. They've just been unable to do that against a lineup like the Smokies. They're so good. You fall down 3-0 and you're immediately thinking, here we go again. We're just in another bad spot like we were on Tuesday and Wednesday, but they battle back. The Smokies didn't score another run last night. The Trash Pandas were able to tack on eventually 5 runs in that game, and they're able to pull out a victory against the team that the Trash Pandas have to finish in front of if they're going to make the postseason. Now, I'll be honest with you, right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Right now they are several games behind, but you finish up this homestand with a little bit of life, you never know. You go play Birmingham next, right? So you've got some games there to wiggle with, but you got to start playing better. You got to start winning these games. But some of the single efforts that we've seen, from single-player efforts that we've seen to this homestand, are insane. Tucker Flint robbed 2 home runs the other night by himself, but I think we robbed a total of 3 and still ended up giving up like 4 or 5 home runs. But like 3 or 4 home run robberies, like legit robberies, amazing plays over the fence. The outfield is doing their job. Sonny D, the number 7 overall prospect in baseball, was trying to run out an infield hit in Pete Crow Armstrong yesterday, and Sonny D was able to field that ball facing second base, turn around, and dive and tag first base to get him out.
In your face, Pete.
Victor Medeiros yesterday gives up 3 first-run innings and then ends up pitching a significantly better game after that and helps the Trash Pandas to a victory. I mean, some of the single-player efforts that we've seen over the last few days have been awesome.
They have. I mean, that one game, like where you're talking about Tucker Flint making 2 catches over the wall. There was one more catch over the wall. Was it Teodosio maybe?
Yeah, I think it was Teo in center field.
3 robberies at the wall. Crazy, man. I mean, that was a game, too, that could have been won. I mean, 15 guys left on base. I mean, Trash Pandas had the most hits, but they weren't able to turn them into runs, and that's going to cost you. But that could have been a win last night. To give up 3 in the first and then not give up any more runs the rest of the game is impressive, especially considering this lineup. Like, their 1 through 6 hitters all hit over 250, all have like 40 RBI.
All of them are close to 40 RBIs, if not more.
The Chicago Cubs just refuse to call up anybody in any situation ever. They've got a Double-A all-star team here. I mean,
disgusting.
Their 6-hole hitter could be leading off for a lot of teams. They're very good. And like you said, with Pete Crow Armstrong leading off, he's one of the top prospects in baseball. I mean, what was one of the other top prospects in the Southern League for a little while was Ely De La Cruz, and that guy goes to the pros and like he's the most exciting guy in baseball outside of the manimal that is Shohei Ohtani, which we'll get into all his accomplishments in a little bit. But gritty win last night, man.
Absolutely.
Come from behind. Medeiros, he's had trouble in the first inning all year, but he's been able to shake it off and do pretty well following that same kind of performance from last night. Once he got into a groove, he got 6 innings, didn't give up anything from the 2nd through the 6th. And the Pandas get a W. Hoping to get another one tonight. We got fireworks. We got rally towels we're giving away at the gates. Everyone's getting a rally towel. And they don't say, let's rock. I'm not going to say the whole thing. It doesn't say let's. You know what the second word is.
I know.
All right.
I
Russell
definitely
Wilson, like half of college football used it.
Ruined it.
Everybody used it, and everybody who used it failed. We used it as our slogan going into the playoffs. Won the division 2 times in a row. Ruled the regular season. Down in the first round of the playoffs. Why? Because of that dirty rally towel with that cursed saying we put on it.
This one doesn't have that.
No more.
Yeah, that's right.
No more. New rally towel. And, you're talking about the Pandas needing to get wins against the Smokies. We got a rally towel here. Is this the start? Is this the start of a push? I mean, we are an Angels farm team. The pro team up there for days. Where's Shohei going to go? They're going to trade him. They're going to sell. They're going to do whatever. Shohei's off the block. They're making trades with the White Sox. They're bringing in Giolito. Of course, that kind of hurt us. But, look, they're buyers. They're in the picture now. Maybe this is the swing we needed to get back into the fold. Losing Kai Bush and Edgar Caro makes that kind of tough. Yeah. But sometimes you got to take the knife down here on the AA level so your boys in the pros can make it happen.
No doubt.
They'll figure it out. I mean, this team, Tennessee has probably had the same team all year.
Yeah.
I don't think their roster's changed one bit. Maybe one guy.
Yeah, I think they've got Levi Jordan back.
Yeah. Our team, the roster from if you look at all of our stats, the top 10 guys that were have all made it to the pros or AAA. I mean, Orlando Martinez gets called up to start the week. Kai Bush, Edgar Caro gets traded. I mean, these are fan favorites. These are guys that have, had great performances out here. And then you talk about Neto, Joyce, Cabbage getting called up. We only have him for a month over here. He never even makes the team this year. So many. Colton Ingram. I could go on for days of all the guys from that opening day lineup that are no longer here. And so to be able to have a win like that against Tennessee, it says a lot because they've got a AA plus team that's been together all year.
And the guys that stepped up, Sonny in the field yesterday, Medeiros pitching, Jeremiah Jackson coming through. So one thing that I don't know who leads the Southern League in bases loaded, just getting the bases loaded. The Trash Pandas load the bases a lot, and they've been notoriously bad at doing things when the bases get loaded with 1 out or no outs. And we had that opportunity, I think, 2 or 3 times last night. Finally came through, scored 2 runs with the bases loaded at one point last night. JJ came in big with a base hit to get things started that way. So finding ways to score in those opportunities, something the Trash Pandas do get pretty often, is a big turning point. And hopefully some of the new guys that we've seen here are going to do that. Obviously we've seen the trade that came through the other day, right, with the White Sox. What happens is something that it was a good thing for the parent club and the Angels, but it affected us. One of our best players this season in Edgar Caro, replacing Logan O'Hoppe, who's injured but has been a great pro so far. He's gone. He gets traded to the White Sox. So the Angels get, was it Lucas Giolito and Reynaldo Lopez? Is that it? So they get those 2 pitchers, great to make their push. And then we lose Kai Bush and Edgar Caro, 2 of our top prospects. So they're gone. And not only are they gone, they're down the road in Birmingham. So they're going to have to play them next week and then on the road. And then when they come back here at some point in August, they're going to have to play them again as well. I know what you're looking at over there, but it's this time of year. The fans have been getting in and asking, when are we going to start to see some of our draft picks come through? Well, we've already seen Mac McCroskey.
What time is it?
Right.
I'll give you the answer in about 4 hours.
The other day we saw Mac McCroskey, our 20th round pick. He came in and started. He's starting again tonight, I believe. I can't remember where Percival was, but he's starting tonight.
Percival was in high A. Now, if you know that name as an Angels fan, that's Troy Percival's son, Cole Percival. Troy Percival, World Series champion.
There you go.
Right there. He's got his baby boy in the Angels system now, and Cole Percival is starting tonight. He's starting the game tonight.
So there's that.
So from high A to you're on the bump, dude. All right, so Percival's starting. Anthony Mulrine's back on the team. Remember him? The Moose, baby.
That's right.
He's back.
From AAA.
With Caro getting traded, he's filled his spot there. So Mulrine's starting a catcher. Mac McCroskey, the 20th round pick out of
I gotta remember.
I remember what is it? He was the Summit League Player of the Year out of Oral Roberts.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
yes.
there we go. He's in the lineup today, batting 8. I look at the left-handed batters we got on the bench. I'm seeing a first-round pick right there from Florida Atlantic. Am I allowed to say his name? Is this pretty?
I'll say it. Nolan Shaniel, our first-round draft pick. We've been wondering about him. He goes and starts 2 games in high A. Or low A, excuse me. It was low A. Because I saw a high A fan tweet something, or someone who covers high A tweet today when it was announced by everybody on Twitter that Nolan Shaniel was coming here. It was like, hey, we missed out on Edgar Caro coming to high A. Can we get Nolan Shaniel? No, you can't, because it appears like Nolan Shaniel is coming to Double A after he started only 2 games in Low A, and he went like 5 of 6.
Yeah, he went great.
He was crushing it there. He hit over 400 his senior year in college. I don't care what league you're playing in. You hit like 450 in a season, you're probably pretty good. And I don't care if he didn't hit a lot of home runs his senior year in college. He's putting the ball in play and he's getting on base. And that's what we need. We need RPIs. We need a guy like that. So I don't know if he'll play tonight, but hopefully we'll see him at some point this weekend. I've been dying to see him get here.
Yeah. So. It's official. I mean, you're seeing a lot of guys that are probably going to be the big names for the 2024 Trash Pandas now, and the end of the season 2023 Trash Pandas. So I can't wait to see Shaniel in there. McCroskey's getting his second game in since being added to the team just a few days ago. This is a young team,
yes,
man.
It is.
There's some diaper dandies out here.
Yes, like we were talking to Kyron Paris on Wednesday, one of the young leaders of the team. He's 21 years old.
Yeah.
21. He's one of the most tenured players on the team right now.
Uh-huh.
So JJ's not that old, and he's easily one of our better players. Very good. So
yeah, there's a lot of guys becoming professionals.
Is there? And I don't know anything about the trade block in Major League Baseball. It's way more complicated to follow that than it is in like the NBA or NFL. So I have no idea what's going on. All I know is now that I know that the Angels appear to be buyers, and the trade deadline is Tuesday, there's still time. Do you not hold your breath when you see some of our players that are playing really well, like Jeremiah Jackson, who continues to rake in the RBIs and home runs? When every time I see him hit that, I'm like, I just kind of like grit my teeth and hope and pray that he's not the next trade bait.
Buddy, when I saw the trade, the Kai Busch Edgar Caro one, I'm like, dang it, by the end of the week, I'm gonna be working in Sarasota. They're gonna trade. I'm gonna get traded too. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be director of hot dog operations for the Beloit Sky Carp. Yeah. I'm not ready to move. But there's still time left.
Yeah.
And like you said, with the Angels being buyers, your ammunition is your farm system.
I'll tell you one thing that I like about the way the team is structured right now. We obviously hate to see Edgar Caro go and see him go to a team that we're gonna have to play a couple more times this year. But Papa Yovan was talking to me about this last night. But seeing 2 veteran AA guys, like where we're going to get Mulrine back, but him and Tyler Payne. Tyler Payne's older. He's been around a while. He said seeing them catch, you're starting to see a lot more guessing at what pitch is coming, the way they set up and the way that they're catching the game. You're seeing a lot more of the batters having to guess. Like Tennessee, they already don't need the help. They're very good hitters, but they've kind of been able to they know what's coming sometimes.
Huh.
They can tell. But with the way Tyler Payne was catching last night, the experience that Anthony Mulrine has, hopefully it makes that a little more difficult. We saw I know at least 2, I think maybe 3 called strike threes against Smokey's batters. That's something that we haven't typically seen a ton here lately for the Trash Pandas. So hopefully that's something that can continue as well.
That's a great point. Something I hadn't thought of, but the calling of the game from behind the plate.
Yeah. I like Tyler Payne, man. I know he's kind of like
You
that
do. Yeah.
that travel veteran guy because I think he's about our age. He's
I think
like
he's
29,
30.
30 years old.
Yeah.
So, but I love having him here, man. He just seems like that gritty veteran. That's like he's not by any means, hitting 400 or something, but
He
he's
seems like a
doing
good locker room guy,
Oh,
right? Like
100%.
he fits a role. Like,
Yeah.
if things get tough, like, hey, you throwing it on me, dude? What's going on?
Yeah.
Or if you're a pitcher, this guy's giving you some guff at the plate. Don't worry, your guy with the beard that walks out to Pantera.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
gonna get you back.
So I was gonna say, but
Right.
hey, wait, I wouldn't step up to him. His walk up song's Pantera.
Hey, look out, kid. And plus, when you're the old guy too, you can just walk around, and kind of throw you away. Like, dude, what? Get out of here.
That's right.
He's playing baseball and you're in diapers.
So I kind of like the way I want to see more like last night. Last night felt a lot like last year.
It did.
So
yeah,
just found a way to win. There was good plays. You expected good things to happen. So hopefully we can continue stuff like
Can
that.
we talk about Kenyon Yovan's wicked mustache too?
Dude, I'm glad he went that route.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a drastic change for the better. And we had
Sweet lip jacket.
I'm curious. A lot of the players may not be hearing about the bullpen bump. They're not trying to get up here on the show. But I think maybe they're thinking that Colton Ingram doing the mustache got him called up. So Kai Bush was rocking it. Now we got Kenyon Yovan. I've seen a lot more just mustaches. We had Colton Ingram on the week before he got called up to Major League Baseball saying, I'm the only one down there rocking just a mustache. And now I'm seeing it everywhere now that he's been called up.
Zach Humphries had a mustache for a week. He got called up to AAA like immediately.
So
Might
be something to
it. There definitely is. And, Kenyon, you could tell he's had a beard for a little while because his beard skin was a little pale.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the difference. You can see the difference there. Very, had the baby face going there.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, a little more sun, even that out, and I'm going to make that mustache really pop.
You're someone who you'll shave it all from time to time so your cheeks can catch up to the rest of your complexion. But when I did that, it was the first time I had shaved my beard or cheeks in almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. So, yeah, you get a little pale.
It glows. Oh, yeah, he had a thick beard, too. That was a forest. There was no sunlight getting in there.
He's got the thick facial hair. I have to grow mine for a while for it to appear thick. I don't really have a really thick beard, only right here at the top of the chin. Everything else, it's just curly, and it kind of covers some of the bald spots. The Ovans, they got the thick hair, for sure.
Sweet mustache. Maybe you can get to like a Raleigh Fingers, maybe be curling it here in a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that's style.
Who knows?
But I appreciate it. I notice a mustache.
But the reason why we're seeing a lot of these moves, the Angels are buyers because they started after the All-Star break picking up some steam, playing pretty well. And they announced the other night, the same night, I believe, that Caro and Bush got traded. They announced that night that Ohtani was officially off the trade block. He's not going anywhere. And then their game gets postponed against the Tigers. They had to play a doubleheader yesterday. During that doubleheader, I believe the first game after we officially heard that Ohtani's not going anywhere, he pitches his first shutout, or his first complete game in Major League Baseball. Pitched several of them over in Japan, but his first complete game, and it ended up being a one-hit shutout in Game 1 of the doubleheader. And then in Game 2 of the doubleheader, he goes out and he hits 2 home runs, 3 RBIs before he eventually leaves the game with cramping. So hopefully he's okay and he'll be fine. But I don't know about you, but a lot of people saw Ohtani out there. All I could think of was that Madden play of Greg Jennings.
He put the team on his
Put
back.
the team on his back,
with
though.
a broken leg.
With a broken leg. Greg Jennings.
With
Put
a
the team on my
broken
back, though.
Leg, man. Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Shohei did. I mean, I would be alarmed if he didn't leave that second game with cramps. Thank God. He's human. There is something about him that can go wrong. He can cramp after having what is arguably the greatest performance of baseball in a 24-hour span ever. Ever. I looked up the stats. I'm like, has anyone ever thrown a complete game and hit 2 home runs before? It happened. Last time it happened. I know for a fact last time it happened. 1971, which was incredibly surprising to me because I thought it was going to be like 1871.
Yeah.
By
still
steroids, McCoulihan,
It's still 52 years ago. So
he worked, laying train tracks, and in the evenings he played baseball and just hit a ball really far. And
it's
was
always
so scary he'd get shutouts. But can you guess who the guy in 71 though?
Guarantee you, I cannot guess the guy.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
No, you definitely couldn't. Hold on.
I'm not good at the immaculate grid in baseball, so I'm not. I guarantee I couldn't get this guy.
This dude is like, you never heard of this guy ever. Oh, and I don't remember his name completely. Hold on.
See, that guy looks like a dentist.
No, that is a dentist. Yeah, I think I typed in the wrong name. No, that guy's a dentist. I don't know if he's a good one though. He might. Don't look up that guy for being a dentist. I'm sure he's great though.
I'm not gonna throw him out there. I'm not gonna throw his name out there. I don't want to do that to him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this guy had a no-hitter and 2 home runs in the same game in 61. That's a no-hitter with 2 home runs in the same game.
Jeez.
Milt Pappas.
Milt Pappas. I think I've at least heard the name Pappas.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. That's the
the
only time I brought it up. A complete game with 2 home runs.
62 years.
His name's like Steve Seibel or something. Oh, crap. I really should have remembered this name before I just threw out this dentist. Pretty sure I just named a dentist. I don't even think I have the name right.
Hey, check out his practice, though. He might be pretty good. I don't know.
All right, say some words for a second. I'm going to find this one.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to show you everything that we were talking about, how inhuman Shohei Ohtani is. Here's everything he currently leads Major League Baseball in right now.
Okay.
Not just the AL, but Major League Baseball. Home runs, total bases, runs created, adjusted OPS plus, on-base slugging, extra base hits, adjusted batting wins, adjusted batting runs, bats per home run, offensive win percentage, base out, runs added, situational wins added, hits per 9 innings, WAR for pitchers, and tied for shutouts.
Do we even need to vote for the MVP?
No. I saw someone the other day. Oh, it was when Shohei was still on the trading block. They said the only thing I'm worried about, it was a Braves fan. He said the only thing I'm worried about is Shohei being traded to the National League and Ronald Acuna not winning the MVP because of it.
Ronald Acuna's not winning the MVP.
Well,
Nobody should win it over.
Well, it's AL.
Oh, right, AL.
So if
man,
Shohei were to be traded, yeah.
Man, okay,
and they can do that. You can vote however you want.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I don't care if Aaron Judge hits 150 home runs in a season or whatever. He should have won it last year. He's going to run away with it this year. I don't know how you can. It's not even a question, dude. Like,
no,
the guy is just.
He's going to win it again.
Everybody.
He had what he won it 2 years ago, and then last year Aaron Judge won it, and some people still thought Shohei could have won it over him, and then now Shohei's going to win it again this year. So,
Sonny Seibert.
Sonny
Seibert.
Yeah, you were right on
Steve Seibert, orthodontist in the Pittsburgh area. Sonny Seibert is a guy who last threw a complete game and hit 2 home runs in the same day. It's only been done 4 total times in the majors. In 61, first person to do it, our boy Milt Pappas. In 71, wow, it happened again. I guess it happened before our boy Sonny Seibert. Rick Wise, remember him? Yeah.
No.
2017, Mad Bum did it. And in 2019, Zach Greinke. Those are the last AL players to hit at least 2 home runs and strike out 10. That's not even a complete game.
Mm-hmm.
The complete game, only other person, Sonny Seibert.
Sonny.
You know anything about old Sonny Seibert?
No, I can't say that I do.
Let's take a look at what he accomplished here. Still alive, 86 years old. Shout out, Sonny. Keep it going, brother. Maybe make a comeback. Maybe this is your time. Let's see. He played from 64 to 75. Got a win-loss record of 140 and 114. All right, guy. He was an all-star one year.
Sounds pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I don't know if you're ever going to hear his name in comparison with Shohei Ohtani outside of this stat. But yeah, last time, 71, old Sonny Seibert there. Wow. Pretty amazing stuff. And I'm so happy that they're going to keep Ohtani through the rest of the year. You know how good you got to be to make Mike Trout the backstory on a team?
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of,
he's injured, but
well as they're playing, you kind of forget about him sometimes.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And, Trout for the longest time was that guy. Like, will the Angels ever win a playoff game or get to a playoff game with Trout? Are they going to waste him? And now it's like Ohtani's just totally taking that step.
For the majority of Trout's career, it was he could potentially be, like, statistically the greatest baseball player of all time. And then now you have Shohei Ohtani, and you're like, hey, Trout's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's injured, though. Whatever. We'll get him back again.
But the Shohei guy.
Yeah. Like, and I saw people on the internet going, like, how do you feel about the Angels buying at this part of the season? One guy was like, oh, it's so stupid. What are they thinking? Trout's injured. And it's like, but Mike Trout is awesome. And getting that guy back from injury changes games, and you already got Shohei doing all his stuff. They got other guys injured too. You're making moves at the trade deadline. This could be a Philadelphia Phillies situation from last year. A team that gets a wild card. They don't win their own division. You might be saying, why are you going to fight for a wild card? The Phillies made it to a World Series, man. They went on a run, and they were the 7th best team in the NL. Angels only got to be the 7th best team in the AL to go on a run, and they've got the parts to do it. And you need pitching in the postseason. They get Giolito from Chicago. You got Shohei. They can make stuff happen. You got Lopez for the bullpen now. You got all these Pandas on your team. Stinks about Ben Joyce going to the 60-day IL. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where's that put him? 60 days, 2 months, September.
Yeah.
Not good there.
Right around playoff time?
I mean, Hoppy, if he could have stayed healthy. But, and then looking to next year, because you want to keep Shohei long term. I think they have a shot to do it. I mean, you never know with these guys. It's not like Shohei's going to be like, I need the most money I can get. Like, that dude's – he's getting endorsements on both sides of the globe. He's going to be making $500 million at least, probably much more. You just decide what you want based off your own personal preferences, what makes you happiest. So I think they got a chance to keep him there. You got Lopez for next year. You want to be able to win then as well. And if you got a team ready to do it, I think that of course raises your chances to keep Shohei. So I hope he stays, man. And I don't think it's so crazy or dumb to think, why are the Angels going for it? You just need that spot.
Yeah. He is. So I think the biggest way to try to get him to stay, though, would be you have to make the playoffs. And they're still, 3 games behind in the wild card spot. They going into the All-Star break, right before the All-Star break, I thought they were, in really good position, and then they fell like 4 games behind. And then it was kind of starting to snowball, and it looked like it was time to get rid of Shohei, and they were going to be sellers. But then all of a sudden they started putting some games together. They've won 3 or 4 in a row now, and they're right there with 3 games behind, I believe, Toronto in the wild card, and they're about to play in Toronto starting either tonight or tomorrow. So they have a really good opportunity. They got to make the playoffs. That's going to be grounds for Shohei to stay. That's like minimum, bare minimum. You got to get into the postseason, and then obviously everything you do after that, in my opinion, is just added bonus for Shohei, because you have to prove to him that you've got a roster to get there. Obviously, once you get there, you're gonna want to win. Shohei's gonna want to win, but win a game, win a series. Obviously, I think that adds to Shohei wanting to stay. But you got to prove to him that you guys outside of him have a roster to win or at least make the playoffs. So you got to get there. You got to get there.
The tough part is, just being a few games back, you still got to jump like 3 teams. I mean, you got the Astros in your own division, which is nice because you're going to be able to get to play them.
Yep.
But you got the Astros. You got the Yankees are right there with the same record. The Red Sox, the Blue Jays, who they're playing now. You got to think the Rays probably have that first wild card. Either the Rays or Orioles have that first wild card spot locked up.
Yep.
But I mean, they got games to do it, man. They got 3 games against the Blue Jays going through Sunday. You got to play the Braves, which Boston just did pretty good against the Braves.
Yeah, they beat them both their little 2-game series that they had. They beat them in both.
But then you get 4 against the Mariners, the Giants. You get the Astros. I mean, you get the Rays. You got some teams in there. But I mean, they run through the NL East. You're going to get the Mets. You're going to get the Phillies at one point. You're getting the A's before the end of the season. You're playing a lot of these teams that you're going to have to get wins against in order to get that last spot. But you also got a lot of games against teams like the A's or, teams like the Mariners, teams that you have better records than. So it's going to be interesting, man. I hope they can do it.
Starting to feel like they can. But, I mean, again, this is the series. They have to start proving it. This is the team they're behind. Winning the division would be gravy, but having to pass the Rangers and the Astros is tough. Like you said, they have a chance. But being the wild card, I feel like it's going to have to be their avenue to get in. So they've got a real shot to do it. So
I hope they do it.
I mean, obviously we hope they
I have
do
a
it.
Shohei T-shirt with his head on it 500 times.
Are you? I know you wore that last night. You wearing that to the game next week?
I don't know.
We're going to a Braves game.
I feel like I should, right?
I feel like somebody here has to.
I hope it would catch his eye. I went up to the rock porch last night because my mom was the bartender over there. So I was saying hey at the end of the night. And there were a couple of Japanese guys that saw my shirt that were at the rock porch. And guy goes, "Otani, can I take your picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, go right ahead." And his buddy was standing next to him, and he goes, "Otani," and he pokes me right in the boob, right here above my nipple. And he just pokes me. And right when he pokes me, his buddy goes, slaps his hand away like, "Stop it, I'm taking a picture. All right, here we go, picture, picture, picture." But I didn't know what to do. I felt like the Pillsbury Doughboy for a second. I was like, I think I did that. I think I made a he sound, and then the hand got slapped, and then I was like, do I make eye contact with him? And I don't know. Am I cool with this? I feel like when it's somebody that's not like you know they're from somewhere else, so you're like, I'll give them a pass. But like if Greg, the guy at the rock porch, poked me in the chest, I feel it would be weird. But they just seemed so happy when they did it, so I felt happy to oblige. Is that weird?
No,
Right?
Not at all.
And it clearly wasn't the first time that guy got touchy, because like his buddy with the camera. I mean, he went like that quick, and before he could get it away, buddy rejected that like Matumbo.
I feel like if you're going to wear a Shohei Otani shirt, knowing how popular he is worldwide, you as a man run the risk of being felt up by another Japanese man. It's just
right. Yeah.
I feel like you run the risk. You knew that going in. You knew that going in wearing the shirt.
You're absolutely right.
So I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, and I know. I didn't feel offended or anything like that. I thought it was kind of cool. I wanted to poke him back, but I was like, is that weird? Do you do that? Like, hey.
Nah, you probably can't poke him back. Like you're the target here, not him.
Yeah. Hey, man, Otani. Be like, hey, you.
No, I feel like that's going to ruin the mood real quick. Hey,
what if I boop it? Just a little, hey, Otani. Oh, thanks, boop.
They probably look at each other.
Oh, hey, actually, I don't think
I don't want
the
the
picture anymore.
I'm going to delete it. You can have that. We're good.
See, I got booped. I got booped on the nipple by a Japanese man last night. But I was totally cool with it. Because, as you said,
you run that risk. It's Shohei Otani.
I signed up for that. Yeah.
Where did you even get that shirt? Is that something that they sell?
From the Angels. I think it was a giveaway for the Angels last season. And I mailed a bunch of stuff to Lucas's social media, and he gave me the shirt, thinking, hey, this guy will wear it. This guy will have intercontinental relations with people at the rock porch and possibly get poked in the nipple. And he was right. I did. And I love those guys. I hope they come back tonight.
Me too.
They were very friendly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Friendly. That's not an open invitation to poke Ricky in the nipple, by the way. I don't want – we're going to have like 6,000 people here tonight. I don't want 6,000 people poking you in the boob.
Yeah, no, we all bruise. Bruise. I'm like a
peach.
I'm like a peach, man. And, we posted a picture on social media of me wearing that Otani shirt, and that thing blew up, man. And there were a bunch of quote tweets of me wearing it, but it was in Japanese. You can translate. So I haven't translated these yet, but I was telling my mom at the bar after that Japanese guy poked me on the chest, I was like, man, I'm getting all these quote tweets of my picture in like full Japanese characters. It's awesome. But then at the same time, I'm like, what if they're like, this American looks like a doofus?
No, there's
Take
no
off
way.
the shirt, or like, what? I'm over here.
But what I'm confused at is there's like 15 Japanese characters here, followed by 4 W's.
I don't know. Let's translate it. Let's see what Twitter or X. What is this thing called now?
It says X, but my phone still says Twitter.
Let's see what the artist formerly known as Twitter says this means. I really like the person in the panda. I'll take it.
Hey,
I'll take
it.
I
think that translation's a little broken, but I'll take it.
A little broken, but I'll take it. I like the person in the panda. WWWW. Thank you. Back0 Kuma _10.
Let's go. You got a fan?
All right, let's get another one. I like the person in the panda. All right, that's cool. This one, all Japanese characters, and then a laughing emoji. I know what that means. Congratulations from Pandas.
Thank you.
That sounds a little broken too, but I'll take it. That's cool. All right. Thank you at Watanokara. Definitely butchered that one. Here we go. Another laughing face in the middle of the characters. Sentence. Ha 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 ha. Sentence. Let's see what it means. I was in the stands today. Ha ha ha. This T-shirt. That's probably the guy that poked me.
That's the guy who poked you?
That's probably the guy that poked me.
Ma-
At Messiah _54. I bet that's the guy that poked me.
I bet it is.
I
Or one
was
of them.
in the stand today. Ha ha ha! This T-shirt.
Is either the guy that poked you or the slappy guy? The guy was like, "Hey, would you leave him alone?"
I don't know. This feels like pokey guy.
It does. Feel
Slap
like
guy would be like, I don't know. He'd be a little different.
And he's not going to broadcast on X that he poked your nipple. So,
Right.
I mean, he's not just
right. There was one more, and then he retracted it. You think that was pokey guy? Do you think I'm?
It may have been his friend.
Do you think it was weird?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I like the first comment there, though. Make one with Neto's face. That'd be sweet.
That might have to be a giveaway for next year.
I'd wear it.
We think about that. The Neto face shirt. That's something there.
You could just make a headband with Neto's face on it a bunch like that, since he was a headband guy.
One of our fans actually did that.
Really?
Yeah. His name's Win. He's got a headband. He wears a lot of headbands.
Yeah. They're
Got
big.
one Neto on it.
They're huge Neto fans.
Huge Neto peeps.
Huge Neto fan. Huge Neto family. So
If they saw Neto, they'd probably go, "Hey Zach," boop, boop him right on the chest.
he'd probably take it. Dude, what's crazy to me about him and Eno Hoppy being up there already, the major league levels, they are still some pretty young dudes that play really great baseball. And
let's not forget the vascularity of Logan O'Hoppy.
yeah. And
You
he
can
said
see his
that.
veins from space.
Did you ever meet Opapi?
Oh yeah.
Because he said Opapi was more vascular than he was.
Oh, that dude looked like a Snickers.
This is the weirdest transition I think we've ever done, but they got rid of that?
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of the vein in the Snickers?
He looked like a pre-2022 Snickers dog.
Why did they get rid of the vein?
You know why?
'Cause people don't like caramel goodness?
Sure. I'll explain it to you after the show. It's because we can't have anything good anymore.
Oh,
man.
because it was called the something else vein.
Mm-hmm. Can't have the vein on the Snickers. Can't poke a person from another country in the chest. That's the rules you have to play by nowadays, Tony Mac.
That's sad.
I know.
That's sad. We got any comments? Hopefully not about the Snickers vein.
Let me look like a Snickers, dude. Hey, Mama Yovan went to high school with Rick Wise.
Hey.
He threw 10 strikeouts and hit 2 home runs in one game.
How about that? She says, hey,
Did you say
52
something
is
was old? Did you say 52 was old?
No, well, no. If it was 52 years ago, then that means that person would be pretty old. Because if he did it in his 20s or 30s, 52 years ago, I mean, that was a long time ago for someone who was in their 30s.
Sonny's 86 now, so you are right. I mean,
Yes, so he would be old.
That's 20
But
years.
Mama
of
Yovan,
AARP.
you were not old. You're 52 years young if that is currently your age.
Ooh, now you're bringing up her age into this.
Well,
This
I
is
would imagine
this
that's
is going
what
down
I would
quick.
imagine that's what she meant when she brought up 52 years.
Sure.
52 years
Sure.
young.
Bob Bolin says, as a peace offering since my banishment. Did we banish Bob?
We did put him in timeout.
Oh, we put you in timeout. That's right. You were doing the hot mayonnaise
the
stuff
hot bowl
and
of
everything.
mayonnaise,
He says,
yeah.
I give you one other thing that makes a pitcher better than a mustache.
Doc Ellis Jr. Is he the one that pitched on LSD?
I don't quite get the reference, but yeah, he was the pitcher that threw a no-hitter. Oh, is that the peace offering? Is he giving us the Doc Ellis game where he threw a no-hitter high on LSD?
Like completely tripping, you know what, on LSD?
Doc Ellis was nuts.
I
dude.
still think that's one of the most impressive feats ever. Like, obviously, it's not something you want to advertise. You don't want to tell kids it's okay to do drugs, obviously. But the fact that he just did it
Yeah.
and pitched a no-hitter, that's impressive, considering what LSD is supposed to do to you.
Mhm.
Never done it personally, don't know. Know some people that have. Don't think they could have thrown a baseball once, let alone for 9 innings.
Probably would have tried to eat it.
I think he did have a high volume of walks, though, in that game.
And,
I think he walked a lot of people in that game.
yeah, no, it wasn't even close to a perfect game.
It was not a perfect game.
I can't remember if this was the same game or not, but I watched a documentary on him where, as the Pirates and Reds, they had that huge rivalry back in the day.
Yeah.
Back when they were the Big Red Machine and the Pirates, they had a team as well. And Doc plunked the first 4 batters of the Reds on purpose of a game. And the kid would have been the no-hitter because I think he got tossed after that. But he got tossed after the 4th person he hit in a row. So, like, Joe Morgan, plunk, see ya. Pete Rose, plunk, see ya. Johnny Bench, I'll give it a plunk, not see ya. Whoever's batting 4th, I couldn't remember. Tony Perez or something. That's not right. I don't know. Plunk. All right. The umpire says, "Hey, I've seen enough, but I was gonna let you slide, plunking the first 3 batters of the game, but that 4th one, you forced my hand, fella.
What's even more awesome
You
about
better
that
not
game,
take LSD next game either."
What's even more awesome about that game is that Doc Ellis he also had to bat. too. And so I mean, not only were you throwing on LSD, you've got you've got 190 plus miles an hour baseballs coming at you while you're on LSD. As you can imagine, he went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So.
What did he do with that one at bat? I bet when he made contact, he was like, whoa, running to first. He probably ran halfway down the foul line before he stopped.
It probably for a normal person would have been a triple, but he probably went back to the dugout.
He got thrown out at first. Would have been a stand-up double. But then he forgot to move. He just looked at it. And then he looked at his hand. I was like, whoa. Hand's really big. Wait, hold on. Did I hit the ball? Ah, hell. I'm 0 for 3.
Here's his pitching line. He went 9 innings, no hits, no runs, 8 walks.
Hey, man. Strike zone's moving on me, dude.
6 strikeouts.
Strike zone just grew legs and walked 3 inches to the left. How am I supposed to pitch on that?
It doesn't tell me if he hit anybody or not. It wouldn't be in on the walks, so I don't know how many.
That's the most, 70s athlete story ever. You've heard the one of Hollywood Henderson for the Dallas Cowboys with a Visine bottle full of cocaine, in between snaps. How terrifying would that be as an offensive tackle? But Doc Ellis, taking LSD, throwing the no hitter. David Wells throwing a perfect game drunk.
Yeah.
Which makes you think.
I mean, how bored do you have to be of being that good of an athlete where you're that much better than us normal people that you have to go and do this stuff while being impaired?
Well, what I was leaning towards is when are we going to ditch Gatorade and start bringing, Coors Light into the
all I'm saying
instead.
is your partnership, and I would buy all the stock in Uber and Lyft like that.
Dude, David Wells, drunk.
If you
perfect game.
If you're going to start allowing professional athletes, to be drunk while doing these things, I'm buying stock in Uber and Lyft because it's going to skyrocket.
You're right.
Because their partnerships with them are going through the roof.
They're going to go through the roof, man. Hey, Uber's here for you. In fact, we're here for half the team. They're wasted. They're no. But hey, we get home.
They're 36 and 15 right now. So
they're playing good. We've thrown 7 perfect games this year. There were 27 in the entirety of baseball before we came in here. We've thrown 7.
This season.
And
it's May.
And half the guys don't even remember them. We tell them the next day, dude, you threw a perfect game.
What? They watch the tape.
Is that even in the lineup?
They watch the tape and that guy's good. He's pretty good. Why don't we sign that guy?
No, that's you.
That's you. You did that. So.
Nah, come on. Nah. Quit playing with me.
It blows my. It's even more impressive to me that he had to actually bat 3 times. He had 3 plate appearances while high on LSD.
God, I just hope I don't die. Oh,
hey, dude,
get me out of here, man.
Hey, it's the national anthem. Would you chill out, please?
That second at bat, he probably went to the skip. He said, "Hey, Skip, get me out of here, man. I'm dead." He's like, "You're throwing a no-hitter."
Just swing at everything. Go up there, swing at all the pitches.
Damn. All right, I'll stay in. I might start giving up some runs so I can get out of here. Strike out. Dang.
Just act normal. Everything's going to be fine. And, hey, next time you go up there, face the pitcher. Last time you took 3 swings at the catcher's head. So,
Coach, do I look natural? Do you think anyone's going to notice? You're talking to the water cooler. I'm over here, Doc. Do you think they'll notice? Hey, what
yeah, it was crazy. In the 7th inning, Doc Ellis pointed at the moon, screamed, and ran away. It took us 2 innings to get him back out here. Finally, he finished the game. Man.
It probably wasn't even Doc's idea. He probably went to the training and be like, "Man, I think I pulled my hammy in warm-ups." He's like, "Take you one of those." He's like, "All right." Why is everything so much slower? What are you doing, Doc? Sorry, I thought I was a velociraptor for a second. My bad. Who's batting in the 2-hole for him? Yeah, he's weak against the sinker. Okay. All right, I'm just going to hit it. Oh, sorry. Slipped into raptor. My bad.
That national anthem line, dude, everybody standing up there with their hands behind their back, and he's up there
licking himself. Yeah, over there doing that arm warm-up where they just do that 90-degree thing. But, yeah, as he's doing, he's rubbing a popsicle across his forehead. What are you doing, Doc? Just getting ready for the game.
They're going through the handshake line after the game. He's just booping everybody in the nipple. Boop.
Good game. Boop. Did you see me play? Boop. I'm going to go on the crowd and do it to the fans. Boop, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Boop, thanks for coming. Boop, boop. Can I stay at your house? I don't know where I live. Boop.
No, I'm careful. My house is trying to eat me. I need to. It's a.
The windows open like mouths.
I actually live
They talk
inside
to
of
me.
a dragon.
I'm a raptor again. Hold on.
No, it's going to be like that for a while, sir. You can leave. It's fine. We'll take care of it.
We're going to push him under the bleachers here in a little bit. He'll probably pass out. Please just go home. You can come back. Please come back.
That win got him to 5-4, by the way. Go back. The story was when he was out on the mound, he was facing center field, and they had to turn him around.
Doc, you just threw a perfect strike, but you did it to the center fielder. Why don't you try again? This way. The ball had heat, though. Looked good. Looked good. Was not a regulation pitch, but it looked good.
Yeah, it was good. We felt pretty good for him after that. You know, when he almost took out our second baseman, throwing at his head. But.
And also, if you have time, you're wearing your socks on your hands. Let's put those on your feet. What do you say?
If you have time.
Okay. Made a sign
Said that.
Okay, I'll put him on in just a second, Coach. Oh, sorry, Coach. He's a bit mouthy today. Luckily, I'm throwing with this one. Get back to know your role, Coach. Let the players play. Maybe you should shut your old mouth. Well, who said that? Nobody. Sorry, Coach. I don't know what's happening.
All right.
I don't think what the trainer gave me was the right pill.
It said it was children's aspirin.
Hey, he just told me that trainer's he's not up to snuff. I don't think he's above board. I'm not going to tell him that. I'm not going to say where. I didn't even learn. Did you make that word up? That's not even real, but I'm offended by it.
Our trainer hasn't even showed up today. Where did you? Well, I met him in his office. He told me to meet him in the bathroom behind section 3 in the bleachers. What do we do? What?
Doc, this is 1971. We don't have a trainer. That won't happen in sports for like another 10 years, dude. That guy you met was a drug dealer.
Well, yeah, he was pretty convincing. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, no.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. Hey, could you please?
I think everything's fine. Oh, well, hey. What do you got to say about that? Yeah, Doc. All right, just get in the pen. Warm up.
All right, I'm definitely. We're gonna end it there.
All right,
that
let's
was
get
the
out of
place. Wait, hold on. What's going on?
You'd do 10 more minutes if you weren't a coward.
Is that guy taking a nap by home plate? Oh wait, no, he's doing
Is that
something.
Doc Ellis Jr.?
There's some guy like he's curled up like this, but he's facing away from us.
I don't like what he's doing down there.
Look, he's curling up in the fetal position. He's taking a nap.
I did that once when I ate a Carolina Reaper pepper.
Did you do the one chip challenge?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, now he's
About
facing
killed
us.
me.
Oh, okay, he's doing some kind of.
Oh, come on, dude.
He's doing a hip workout.
That was gross.
He's doing a hip workout. We're good.
Yeah. Somebody's not wearing his sliding shorts.
All right. Well, that's good. Hey, Ivan's coming down. You think you'd give him like a little playful nudge?
Is that our guys all in their collared shirts walking in from the where are they walking?
I don't know who the other
walk
guys
over?
are. I can't see their faces. I just know the sheer size of Ivan Armstrong when I see him. So.
Yeah, no, he's a large fella.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do. Let's see how they react.
They're looking at him weird. Look at him.
Oh, look, dude set up like, hey, what's up, boys? Yeah, no, I'm just doing sit-ups. Yeah, and actually, I'm going to get up because I didn't know you guys were coming. So.
Whoever that was walking in front looked at him once. He went like.
He did. He gave him a look like, bro, what is this?
You know you got a locker room to take a nap in.
You could have gone anywhere for this. You could have gone anywhere.
Our grass is very comfortable.
Now he's over here doing the crane kick. Look, Charlie's over there hose. He's about to hit him with the hose. He's thinking, should I just spray this man?
I wish he would.
Get out of here, dude.
All right.
All right. Hey, good for him.
Well, happy Friday. We're going to end it there. I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. Stay tuned this weekend. Obviously, we got a lot of young, new faces here that were selected in the draft and coming from low A and high A here at Toyota Field. You'll see a bunch of them this weekend. So come by, check them out. Check out Ricky. I'll be up here in the booth. Until then, I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. We're here at Toyota Field. Spin the bullpen.
See ya, everybody.
Who said that?
Speaking of faces, your